Bernie Sanders, his chief strategist, is named in a new cache of Mueller evidence. And we all love Mueller, don't we? So whatever Mueller does and says is, well, it's the Bible. So yesterday, as reported in PJ Media, Special Counsel Robert Mueller filed a large cache of evidence against former Trump campaign chairman Paul Manafort. And by the way, he's in front of a rotten judge in Washington, D.C., a leftist appointed by Obama. He's not going to get a break, Manafort. And the prosecutors must be laughing. Every time they walk into that courtroom, they get everything they want. And a former chief strategist for Senator Bernie Sanders was all over it. Tad Devine, the Tadster, Sanders' chief strategist, appears from Exhibit 5 onward. Mueller listed a memo from 2006 involving Manafort, Devine, and former Ukrainian President Viktor Yanukovych, Russian President Vladimir Putin's puppet in Ukraine. May I ask a question? Why hasn't this case been handed to the U.S. Attorney in Washington, D.C., and the other case handed to the U.S. Attorney in the Eastern District of Virginia? Why is the special counsel, why is he involved in a matter involving 2006? I'm quite serious about this. Rod Rosenstein saying there, it shouldn't be partisan. It ought to be bipartisan, Anyway, Mueller's evidence lists email after email between Sanders' guy Devine and Manafort, connecting them both to Konstantin Kielynka, a Putin-connected operative whom Manafort described as my Russian brain. I guess he could have described John Brennan as his Russian brain. Devine's name appears a total of 21 times in the list of nearly 500 pieces of evidence against Manafort. My goodness. Before joining the Bernie Sanders team, Devine served as senior advisor to Al Gore in 2000 and then John Kerry in 2004. He worked on campaigns for president and prime ministers in Europe, Latin America, and the Middle East, as well as 17 winning U.S. Senate races. He worked for Yanukhov's 2010 presidential campaign in the Ukraine. He now leads Devine, Mulvey, Longbaugh, a media consulting firm in Washington, D.C. This evidence could cause a tremendous headache for Bernie Sanders, who seems to be weighing a 2020 presidential bid. How old will he be then, 112? Something like that. What did Sanders know and when about his man Devine? Was the socialist candidate aware that his chief strategist had ties to Russia? Was there collusion? Not between Trump's campaign and Russia, but between Bernie's campaign and Putin. What do you think? So much out there, so little time to hit it all, isn't it? I think it is. I think that's pretty incredible.